Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Play Painted Live. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday evening. Are you UK people? It's Thursday. Thursday, people. For you. Uh, no, I wish I could sleep at 9:30, newbie. I wish I could. I can't sleep at 9:30. All right, we're gonna do one of these. Okay, we're just screwing around. That's kind of what I've been doing lately. We're gonna pick up a commission soon. I promise. We'll do some real painting soon. But right now, uh, tonight we're just gonna take it easy. I'm gonna throw some paint down on this model, and we're gonna decide, if we like if we like these other gadgets and gizmachos, because there's some stuff I did not show on the last one that I wanted to show off to local people that may have had questions. It's bin out day. Wait, no, I've got my bins out tonight for tomorrow. So because tomorrow is trash day. That's what we call it. That's what the free folk call it. We call it trash day.
What is it? What is the other name?
But I guess this British newbie, the Englishman, is calling it bins out day. Can't sleep. It's 5. It's 4:30. All right, fine. So we're painting these dragons. We're painting these things. I think last time we painted this thing. We painted this thing, right? We could get a like for that. This is was this Kodo or this one's Poto, right? This one was Poto, I think. So we painted that dude, right? So we were messing around with oils and all that cool stuff. You can see the fancy blending there with the oils and the whatnots, right? Well, we're painting his brother, Poto, I think. And you can see he needs some love. You can see where I screwed up right there. There's a hard line there. I need to fix that. There's some spit on this. So let's apply some tints and let's see if we can try to clean them up a little bit, okay? But we are just sort of screwing around, checking out different products and whatnot on these. The one thing we did not try, and I haven't tried this yet. So this is acrylic crystal. This is probably this is more like a ghost tint, or they call them candies. So let's see. Apply it over a silver color base or light colors. Well, let's try it. Hey, what's up, Chris? Yeah, this is GodTear is what I'm using to experiment with all these products. So again, we're gonna try this acrylic crystal. So if you saw this stuff at CQ and you were wondering if you should use it, we're gonna find out on my models because I do not care. Would you prefer thumbs down? No, thumbs up. Thumbs up, please. Thumbs down only if I start talking about something, like if I upset your favorite franchise. Like if I tell you Doctor Who is shit, or Firefly is overrated, and you don't agree, then you might want to thumbs down. All right, so yeah, I mean it's a tint, right? And we're gonna. So I was talking about like how could I make this look cooler, and warming up that transition would look cooler. You point out the report you did. Right? So we're gonna there. So you can see what I'm doing there, and it applies really nicely. You can build color how you want. I'm gonna see if I can feather out that thing that we didn't like, and it looks like it turns fairly opaque. Doctor Who is shit. I'm glad we agree, newbie. I'm glad we agree. All right, so let's yeah. Cool product. Right? It's coming out lighter than I thought it would. And I thought this would be like a ghost tint. The sheen is actually really nice. I was worried because ghost tints tend to be very high sheen, like candies tend to be very high sheen. This one doesn't appear to be that high of a sheen. It's kind of nice, right? Kind of cool. And it actually is. The one thing I would say is it's fairly more opaque than I thought. That's not a bad thing though, because you can see it's given me a really nice transition there, right? And suddenly this model is now like screaming at me, like, ah, look at me, like it's way more. It was so boring and subdued a second ago. Now it looks really cool. I can even use it. I mean, I could use this as a general overtone, right? And a general overtone to warm up the model as a whole. Like I could go like that and go, let's bring a little more warmth to the model by doing that. Taking out all the gray, turning all the gray to basically yellow. And that's pretty cool. The Queen sends her regards. Dude, I need a purple one of these now. That's a nice little. What do you think, man? It's a nice little product. It's a nice little for you airbrush dudes. That's pretty. That's pretty hot, right? That's pretty sick, man. I like it. Even you can see where I went too thick there. Whoa. You can see, oh, it like dried up and crystallized on my needle. That's weird. But it is quite cool. Yeah, I like that, man. It's transitioning into a lady dragon. I don't know, maybe this one is already a lady dragon. This one does have pants, which makes it a little bit different than the other one. But yeah, I like that. I thought that was pretty hot, don't you? I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty nice. Nice little dealio there. All right, let's while we got the airbrush out. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm just shocked that it's not as orange as I thought. That's me demonetized. All right, let's yeah, since I got the color out, it's actually fairly blonde. It's not as orange as I thought it might be. All right, so yeah, it's like doing nothing here. It just sort of dried. It just dried instantly on the tip of my needle here. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's doing nothing. Yeah, that is not good. Okay, that's doing nothing there. So, yeah, my complaint is that this is actually yellow, not crystal orange. Right? If we want orange, we could do this. We could do blazing ink, folks. Blazing ink, one of my favorite inks to use. And yes, you can airbrush it, and it's pretty nice. Hold on, let me clear out this. Clean out my airbrush before I shoot the blazing ink. Yeah, and just to point out, I don't have to do any of this. This is just us screwing around with product right now. Just trying out different things. Because that's fun, and you can do it on your own models. And there's no, there's no one waiting on their commission piece. Although I do experiment regularly on commission pieces, so and you guys know that. Okay, so blazing orange. Well, at least lay down. Right, kind of an orange tone there. And if I want an orange tone here, I can, if I wanted to. Let's just pretend I want to. I can lay down a deeper orange tone right there, for example, if I want to. But that's nice, right? It's just a nice little shade there. Yes, this is the American way, newbie. This is how we handle things across the pond. Oh yeah, that was nice. It's nice. It's given this model. This model has a lot more like warmth to it. Yeah, I'm a fan. I love this thing now. Now this guy's pretty dope. What do you think? I think he's pretty awesome. I'm going to give this a little bit of yellow there. Yeah, that I like it. We could even, if we want, we could do a little more here on Kodo. I forget their names. Kodo. Yeah, they're Kodo and Poto, but I forget which one is Kodo and which one is Poto. I'm airbrushing Poto. Got it. Okay, thank you. My son's keeping track of which one is Kodo and which one is Poto. Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, Kodo and Poto are. I think we're pretty happy with that. I think we're pretty good with that.
Okay. I'm just playing my game.
All right. So now.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, just 'cause you're in my chair.
What other products do we need to try out? So, yeah. Well, we are going to be painting soon. I'll be building and painting some Star Wars Legion, and I got some. I still have those kind of cool side projects I have. I want to paint Soundwave. I'm going to paint a little Wrath of Kings at some point. We're going to break out the Wrath of Kings again and paint that. And I got a bunch of Mandalorians.
Yeah, are you gonna talk about criticizing Star Wars when you're painting them?
Yeah, my son's talking about me criticizing Star Wars. Actually, what do you think? Maybe Kodo needs a little purple, just like his brother Poto. Do I have a good purple ink? I think I do. I think I just picked up a purple ink. Right? I could shoot purple ink down in here. Right? So, because suddenly, Kodo has all the cool colors and Poto does not. Poto's just a boring red dragon. All right. All right. So a little bit of purple ink here for what did my son say? Am I painting Poto or Kodo? Well, I mean, it's nice. Star Wars Legion, a good game. Doesn't like much to. I mean, it's just stormtroopers and Darth Vader and a stormtrooper on a speeder. uh, we have some people that play it locally here. It's I played it once. It was better than 40K to me. I know that's not saying much, but that's my take on it. It was like I played it. I'm like, it's better than 40K. It just, I like. I definitely like the more skirmish games, but now that there's kind of a skirmish side to Legion. Like you could play a skirmish size game. I have a little more interest in it because I do want to play. Like I do want my own like skirmish sized army for it, just for because some of my friends play it and that would be fun just to play a little bit of. I got a little purple on that chain, but again, I don't care. This is my model. I don't care. Okay. Cool. We are really just gonna let's do like it's gonna be too dark. You know what I want to do? Let's spray a little red on her. Let's spray a little red ink on her. Or should I just transition it? Should we just transition it with oils? Hey, what's up, Sean? Pretty cool that it's a tabletop Star Wars game and all that, but is there any legs to it? I'm probably the worst person to ask that question because those standard type war games like where you line up your models and you pew pew at each other and you're trying to eliminate other models. I find that style of game kind of boring. Star Wars Legion is strategy or objective based, so that makes it more interesting to me, but I don't know how much more interesting. So I don't know. All right, what do you think? How should we blend this out? Should we do oils or should I just do airbrush? What do you guys think? Airbrush would obviously be a lot faster. Oils would be more interesting because I would screw it up. I guess I could use the practice on oils. So let's do oils, I guess. Let's do oils, and if we screw it up, then we go back and we airbrush it, right? Just like I did on Kodo, and to a lesser. Wait, he's Kodo. My son isn't paying attention. He's playing Feed and Grow Fish. I think this one's Kodo. Okay, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, if you watch the 1986 movie Beastmaster, there's this thing where Mark Singer always has the two ferrets, and he always holds them up, and he goes, "This one's Kodo, this one's Podo," and no one cares. No one who watched that movie ever cared who Kodo or Podo was. We were there to see those weird bat things swallow the people and turn them into bones, and we were there for what's her name, Tanya Roberts. And we were there for different reasons. We were not there for Kodo and Podo. But yeah, if you haven't seen Beastmaster, go watch Beastmaster. That shit is hilarious. And see if you care which one is Kodo and which one's Podo. Right? You can decide that for yourself. All right. Let's get the oils. Let's get some oils going. Because why not? All right. I hope we'll see. That's one thing that's annoying about all the cool kid techniques is you have to keep switching palettes, and you have to switch thinners, and you have to switch paper towels and all other kinds of stuff. Okay. So let's get a little bit more thinner, or some people say white spirit. Sounds a little racial to me, if you ask me. But you know, what am I being insensitive again, guys? Did I just get demonetized again? Damn it! All right, here we go. Okay. So there, good amount of white spirit. Mark Singer was well buff in those days. I think he was still buff when he was in the TV series. Now, if you were like me, did you believe that Mark Singer and Lori Singer were siblings? I thought they were siblings because, first of all, their last name is both Singer. Secondly, they kind of look alike, right? They kind of look alike. And so I would always ask that, but are Mark Singer and Lori Singer siblings? And one of my friends was like, I hope not, because they did a sex scene together in a movie. So I hope not. All right. All right, let's mess around with oils and let's just do bad things. So we're going to just take this oil brusher like an idiot. Who's Lori Singer? It's Lori. She was in, Lori Singer was in Footloose. And she was in, I don't know, some other, she's kind of, Lori Singer is kind of like a low budget Daryl Hannah. For those of you 80s movie buffs. But yeah, look her up. Lori, Lori Singer. And I thought Mark Singer and Lori Singer were siblings. Okay, so put a splotch here, put a splotch here, put a splotch here. You can see, very scientific about how this is going down. That's actually, believe it or not, that's a lot of paint. That's a significant amount of paint. I'm not going to like this. Are they siblings? Oh no. All right. So then you take well, we're supposed to let this settle for a minute. You want to give this some time to dry. All right. And what color should the little I forget, the little dragon there should probably be red. All right. So you, from the wiki, she has a fraternal twin brother, Gregory, a violinist, and two older brothers, actor Mark and Claude. So they are related. Okay. Now my friend told me that they had a sex scene together, but I don't know what he never told me what movie. Maybe he was wrong or lying to me, but if they did, that's horrifying. that is indeed terrifying to know, right? Never ask newbie a question, for he will give you 3 answers, all of which are true and terrifying to know. Okay. Where did my little filbert go? I swear I had a filbert on here. Did you guys see my filbert? I swear I had a filbert on here. Yeah, I do have a filbert. I think this worked though. It's only acting. How did they explain that one to mom at the dinner table? Mom and dad were like, well, we are Lannisters. It makes a lot of sense. Think about look at how blonde they are. Look at how blonde the singers are. All right. So, let's just start spreading this around. I don't think this is going to work. This red is way too bright. Like, it is way too bright. Ooh, I like what it's doing down there, though. But you can see, remember I was saying that was a lot of paint? It's a lot of paint. It's a lot of paint. Okay. See, that's plenty of paint, man. Plenty of paint. Yeah, it didn't show up. It shows up on in the YouTube chat, like on the proper YouTube site, but it did not show up there. I don't know what to tell you, man. Look at this. So, giving you guys an idea of how you might use the oil brushers in the not best application of blending a green into a red. Why not? Why not? Right? I'm just taking a synthetic brush. You don't want to use your good Kolinsky brush to do this. You'll wreck your Kolinsky brush. Okay, use a not as good synthetic brush. I think this is a Reaper. This is a Reaper Gold Taklon brush. For those of you who wish to follow along and want to make the same mistake I am making right now, you do that, right? See this, the splotches? Let's just start spreading this around like. Okay. Oh man. So here we go. But you can see how you can actually feather this off into really, all things considered, I'm going from hard blue to hard red, and you can see how you are actually able to kind of feather this out and make this transition slightly believable, right? Slightly believable. Still needs a bit of work. But for those of you who are like looking at the oil brushers going, what do you do with the oil brushers? You could do this kind of stuff with the oil brushers. Right? It's kind of a cool way to get a fair amount of oil-based paint down on your model, and it's already the right consistency to paint a miniature with. Right? So you just use the applicator that's in the bottle there to put the paint down, and then you can transition it out. Right? You could blend it out. But you see how it wasn't that many dots of red I put down. You can actually get, that was actually a lot of paint, like I was saying. And that transition's actually pretty nice from the front. Mark Singer is 72. Do you think he still has the ferrets? wasn't Rip Torn the bad guy in Beastmaster? Am just remembering that wrong? Loved Rip Torn, by the way. Who else loved? I love Rip Torn. I think Rip Torn is he's an amazing actor. All right. So even I've got enough red on my on just the brush to do that. To do in a box on his mantelpiece. Does he really have the ferrets? Are you shit? Are you just making me up? Making this shit up? What, like, I don't understand. But yo, you see that? Still gotta, I have a bit of a texture issue here I've got to deal with. All right, I'm not sure what's causing that. But you can see what you could do with the with an oil. Doesn't her crown look very Thai? It looks very Thai in origin. And there you go. Got a nice little blended red there.
Hey, Dad.
Yes.
I have a lot of choices of what I can become. As high as I can go is the bass. After that is the vampire fish. Or that, after, before that is the pike. Before that is the salmon. Before that is the eel. Before that is the perch. And before that is the trout. And then the bleak and the piranha are free, and the crayfish and arapaima are unlocked. What should I get?
Arapaima.
The arapaima is unlocked. I mean locked.
Okay. Be the bass.
The bass would cost a lot of money, but okay.
Yeah. Then do. My son's asking me for advice on his game. Yes, Rip Torn as Max. What his thought process to come up with a name like Rip Torn? Rip Torn is awesome. He's one of my favorite actors. I liked him in Defending Your Life. That was super funny. And man, what was that other? Oh, and he was on. Shoot, I forget the name of that. He was on that HBO show that I watched all the time. But yeah, Rip Torn, big fan of Rip Torn. He was awesome. Okay, so let's clean this up. Okay. So I'm just cleaning up the rest of that with a little white spirit. All right, and so I'm gonna have to blend the red down at the bottom to make it more of a nicer, I guess, just like a nicer red down there. Okay, we'll work on that. I'm not sure what color this dragon should be, but yeah, I'm gonna just, I think that's the only oil I intend on doing on this model, so that's gonna take a day to dry, so we're just gonna let the transition on her gown dry for a day. Oh wait, actually no, there is another thing I want to do. I want to give her face a wash. Her skin is super boring to me. So I want to give her face a wash. Okay, we're gonna make a custom skin wash for her face. We're gonna do just a little bit more oils on her because the texture from oils like on the skin and stuff is pretty nice. So All right. So let's see. So we're going to need some red. We're going to need some red and some basic flesh. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or threats.
What are threats? Oh yeah, I know what threats are.
All right. So a little bit of red there. Right. And it's been a quiet week on the YouTube community. Mr. Moufet has been busy. No dice. I know. And we have a dog that we're watching now. So that's what's going on with me.
His name is Keith.
And we want,
Walking in the water.
yeah, and I call that dog Screamer Pillar because it loves to scream at me when I touch it the wrong way. So we're going to add rust, right? When I try to pick up this, it's this 9-year-old Chihuahua that's had recent surgery. So it's just really kind of a sad little thing, right? But you know, seems like a sweet enough dog, but it's a Chihuahua, and Chihuahuas can be kind of mean. So you have to watch them a little bit. So her face is boring. We have a saying here: you don't need to look at the mantelpiece when you're. All right. So let's go ahead and let's make the color that I want. Right. So you can see I'm mixing those 3 colors together. I didn't make much because this is going to be a wash. Right. We're going to use this as a wash. But that's the basic color I want there, as you can see. Right. So now we're just going to start adding lots and lots of white spirit to this. Okay. White spirit, white spirit. And I want to make a super, super duper thin wash. That's pretty thin. I mean, it's so thin. You see, I wiped it. I wiped it clean off of the top of that palette. But that's a pretty nice little skin wash there, and it's super duper thin. Okay. And we're just going to use this to bring a little bit of life into her face. She's so matronly. Ah, I'm the mother. I can't do a English accent. Newbie's probably laughing at my English accent. I don't know. This may be too light. Yeah, it's too light. But it's actually, I can. It's just the right amount of subtle. It needs a little bit more tone. Let's give it a little bit more tone. All right. So, a little more red. A little more brown. A little more flesh. See. All right. Let's mix up another. I'm just trying to strengthen my wash a little bit by re-adding those colors. Right, so we've got a little bit more tone in the wash. There we go. Sometimes these oil washes are pretty sweet. Sometimes I make them too thin though. So I'm trying to get a little bit better at that. Okay, here we go. Don't read. There we go. So we got a little bit of shade going on there. And I don't know. I don't even know if people are gonna notice that, but I'm gonna notice it. A little bit of warmth, a little bit of sheen. All right, cool. Now I'm pretty sure we can go back to. I'm pretty sure we can go back to water base. Okay, let's go back to water base. You're automatically banned on YouTube. Already, probably. There's someone they've assigned a special moderator just for you. they've assigned a special moderator. It's just one person. Just sits there with resting bitch face all day. Just stares there, just with the hands cupped like this, just mad at everything that you're saying. Okay, so what color should the dragon there be? Should it be Koto's baby or Poto's baby? I think it should be. I think it should be a red dragon. I think it should be a red dragon. Let's make it a red dragon. All right. Yeah, because this one will be red. This dragon here will be red. Wow, it's a very bright red. Right? This lady, she's treating this dragon like it's a chihuahua. Did I mention that my little dog, the name of the little dog that we're watching is Cupid? Can I just point that out? The name of the dog that we're watching, that we're dog sitting for a few months here, is Cupid. Just pointing that out. All right. There. A little bit of red there. And then let's do her little mask here has a couple of gemstones up here. So I'll do those both red. Okay. And then then we'll do the so we're just gonna block out some more colors like we do. I think you've sufficiently bored me enough to get sleepy. All right, man. Glad I could bore you into sleeping. Have a good night. All right. So now we're gonna paint. We're gonna get the base color on this is very simple. We're just gonna do Archelian green. Right? Archelian green. I thought you were gonna say the dog is named Tyson or Titan. I'd be okay with those names. Cupid. One time we adopted a pair of cats from one of my wife's friends that was moving to Australia, and she left us her two cats. And there was a boy cat and a girl cat, and the boy cat's name was the girl cat's name was Trinka. Okay, and the boy cat's name was Trix. the the boy cat's name was Trix, and I could not like I did not have a good relationship with Trix. Trix was not. It just this cat was not a Trix. You know what I mean? It just wasn't. I don't know what kind of cat a Trix is, but this cat was definitely not Trix. Right? His personality, everything about him, was not Trix. Um, so I renamed him, um, and I named him George, and he was a much cooler cat as George. It's actually, actually a much better animal from my perspective. So I am not going to paint every inch of this dragon in Archelian green. Okay, I'm going to leave a couple of splotches open because he's just hatching from an egg. Okay, so maybe you can figure out what I will do. So fairly cool while you're sleeping. You like that story? I just couldn't. I couldn't hang with the name Trix. It just wasn't that cat. So I renamed him. It just bothered me. He acted like a George, so he was definitely George from then on. And I feel like both the cat and myself felt a little bit better about him being George and not Trix. Okay. Dude, I thought you were going to bed.
Me?
No. Talking to an Englishman in chat. Alright. Sure. I mean, we're playing around with this stuff. Oh, I didn't change my palette. I had too many colors on my palette. Man.
Sorry about the loud music.
Oh, it's okay.
She has like a staff.
She has like a staff.
And in the picture, what's the box? There's like a picture on the box.
Mm-hmm.
She has like
Well, here, you can.
box.
I'm gonna give you my microphone and because I've got to change this out, and you can talk to the viewers.
Yeah. So on the box, it kind of looked like I'm pretty sure on the GodTear box I saw like there was like that so the dragon and the egg, I thought I saw that in her arms in on the little box, the little painting on the box, you know what that is? Yeah. So I thought I saw that a little the same little dragon that my dad was just painting in like her pocket or something. I don't know, but it was really weird because it's not on the model right here, but it is on the picture. At least that's what I remember from my memory. Also, from where I look, the dragon in the egg kind of looks like a dog. From where I'm standing, though. Yeah. And the dragons have, like, chains on them. That's really interesting. It's a good wing on Kodo. It has, like, it says, like, a yellow going down. And then, like, coming down with purple. Kind of looks like a sunset.
Thank you.
Take this.
You get one now. Keep talking.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. We'll switch off in a minute.
Oh, you're just gonna go on your chat. Okay.
I'm taking a 2-second break.
Okay.
Do you have anything else to say about our dog screamer color?
I didn't really say much, but okay. The dog, his name is Cupid. It's because he's born on Valentine's Day. And anyways, he's been kind of, hard to deal with. So, yeah, could you let me give you back your microphone, Dad?
Okay. Thank you for filling in. Thank you, my co-host son. Hey, what's up, Nelson?
You kind of ruined it.
No, you didn't. You were cool. Thank you, son, for that. All right.
Yeah, I have to scoop that and scoop it in.
How's it going, Nelson? You doing all right? So right now we're going to apply some shades, some more shades, and some more highlights, and kind of punch up the rest of this model here. So, okay. So, I knew that's what I forgot. Okay, I love these shaders. These are so awesome. Okay, let's use. We're gonna use this night blue. We're gonna use this night blue on like that part of her outfit, and then we're gonna use a dirtier brown for the non-metallic gold, and kind of tackle it that way. Okay. Awesome. Ooh. So Nelson, I'm just gonna wrap these up, and then I'll start painting Legion very shortly here. But I'll probably spend a little time tomorrow building. I just love the way these things shade is really nice. They're really nice. They do the most subtle job shading. Like it's really one of my favorite shade products I think I've used in a long time. Really nice. Okay. And then let's let's shade the gold now, and I can either shade it with ash black, but I really want to use something like dirt. Oh, did I buy the rust one? Please tell me I didn't. Did I? No. What did I buy? I bought the purple. I did not buy the shader I wanted. Oh well. I guess I'll have to buy it. I gotta remind myself next time to buy the right shader. I guess dirt is okay. Yeah, or I could do. Well, let's do dirt. Right, we're gonna use dirt on the gold sections. Like I said, her Thailand crown, I guess is what I would call this. Her little fun armor here. Her fun Thailand armor. What's up, Isaac Smith? Yes, this is a GodTear mini. GodTear does have some very nice models to paint. It's a very fun line to paint. If only it was as fun to play as, oh, you know. Okay. Pretty good. We'll give that a minute to dry. And then while that's drying, let's do one more shader. So I've got this candy red shader, which I can use for the top of the scepter. I don't know if this is going to look okay, but we'll try it. It looks a little too candy red. Yeah, it's a little too candy red. It's okay. In fact, you know where it would be good? You like the flavor for the Lich Crew? We can use it for, for this guy, right? So we'll put a little bit of red on him, right? Because he just climbed out of an egg. So let's put a little red on this guy. Right, a little bit of a goopy red on him. All right. Now I don't need my favorite color, Dirty Bone. I do not need Dirty Bone for this next part. Sadness. I do love Dirty Bone. But we are going to use just Bone White on this next part. All right. So Bone White on this egg. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oops. Okay. All right. Anybody else have any good Beastmaster memories? Favorite beast in Beastmaster? Do you like it when Mark Singer when he wargs, right? Because that was really the first instance of warging on any sort of screen was Beastmaster, right? Uh, so Mark Singer in that movie is basically just a warg, and he can warg into all kinds of stuff. He has like a tiger, he has his ferrets, he has an eagle. I forget what else, but he's got stuff that he can warg into. All right, so a little detail on the egg there. This is like my faker Daenerys here. She's actually culturally appropriating a Thai princess outfit. So people are going to be upset when they see this. Okay. We'll do. Right, so it's kind of a bone color border here. But, it's a fairly simple paint job, but very fun model nonetheless. Okay. And then we'll add a little more bone white to kind of punch this theme up a little bit. Ooh. It's so liquid. Actually need we'll keep pushing this up a little bit. Right? Pushing the highlights up. Pushing the How you doing, kiddo?
Good.
Good.
Look how you painted them.
Thank you. Any questions, comments, or threats?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
No? Okay. I need to get you to bed, kiddo. It's super late.
Now?
Soon, yeah. It's late. I gotta get you to bed.
I guess I'll turn off my game.
Well, play just a few.
I'm not really,
You're not really into it?
I just already turned it off.
Okay.
Power button.
Okay. And honestly, I don't know if we have. Well, I'm gonna have to wait for this stuff to dry. There's a lot of just stuff going on here, but I mean, you get the general idea of where I'm going with this. So hopefully, there's so many washes and things on this going on at the same time that it's gonna take a while for this to dry. So we may just keep this to a short feed anyway. But while this is drying, let's talk about some of the other projects that I want to work on this week. All right. So, right. Uh, so I'm gonna actually extend the camera up a little bit so we can see what's going on. All right. Right. So some Star Wars Legion on commission. There's these Inferno Squad, which is these they're like black and red stormtroopers. Um, let me take the shrink wrap off. You know, some people do unboxings. They always have these like super fancy knives. They always have these like fancy hunting knives or whatever. And I have like my super shitty, dull hobby knife. All right. So here we go. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah. So these are hard plastic. So we're going to have to build these. It's not the end. I mean, not the end of the world.
You can't even see the full head.
Well, yeah. These are the heads right here. You have options for helmets and no helmets. Nelson, you're going to have to tell me if you have a preference for helmets or no helmets. Like maybe you might tell me, oh, use one of them without a helmet, or make sure everyone has a helmet, because that will be very relevant information. Okay. These sprues, they don't fit. That is weird. They fit catty corner in the box.
What is catty corner?
Like this. See, they don't fit straight in. They're actually, the sprue is longer than the box. That's weird.
Weird.
That's upsetting, actually. All right. So we got that. We actually have a couple squads from Legion, so I'll build. So the plan is to do these guys first, and then I'll do these like. Here's the next squad.
There's like flying guys.
Clan Ren.
Clan Ren.
Clan Ren.
Who's Ren? Oh,
And
pilot.
these are they're like Mandalorian types.
They just have like, guns.
There's some really cool freehand on here that I will not be capable of replicating, but I could, you know, I could do some freehand. It's just not going to be nearly as good as what you're seeing there on the package. But the rest of them is such a simple paint scheme. They're really, we will have time to do you know, a fair bit of freehand there. So anyways, that's what we got going on for the rest of this. But yeah, so here's some, you know, just to recap here. You got this set that I'll wrap up tomorrow. They just need really minor touch-ups and things, but they're looking pretty fun. This is a fun GodTear set, right? Fun to paint. Looking pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, yeah, it's gonna be short. So we got a short feed, but we'll pick it up again probably maybe Friday night. We'll pick up another stream. If not, we'll definitely see us Sunday, which is my son's birthday. So, but I'll be streaming late at night. So anyways, that is going to do it for this video. I'm going to, yeah, we're going to call it here. And want to thank everyone for watching. Have a good night, guys. And we'll catch you on the next one.